What's going on, you beautiful people? So I am a little bit cramped up right here, man. I had to figure out because the sun's coming in a different place. So we're recording it here today, but I want to share something with you guys that I think could really help y'all. If you're wondering, how much should you be praying? Now, this is something where it's not like this isn't an exact answer, but I just want to really stress the importance of prayer because I recently realized it myself, and I think it's something that we can all talk about. And realizing how much do y'all pray? How much do we all pray? How much are we going to get? Not that we're going to get out of prayer, but how much do we go to prayer, and what do we expect when we go to prayer and stuff like that. So I'm reading this book that's called The Battle Plan for Prayer, and it's really helping me understand what prayer is, why we should be praying, when we should be praying. And one of the things that I want to talk about here is it says scheduled prayer, and that's something that I'm really starting to dive into. Now, let me first say, I think everybody's on their own journey with this, their own steps with this. I'm not saying that you have to do it a specific amount, but for me right now, so basically what he said is that even King David took time for prayer during his rule as king. And he had all these freaking responsibilities. He had all these things he had to do. And it's great because, he still prayed 3 times a day, morning, noon, and night. Now, I'm not saying that you have to instantly go from, maybe you're doing no prayers right now, to instantly going 3 prayers a day. But it's something that I'm realizing it is possible. Because at first, prayer used to feel very damn oh my gosh, I gotta pray for me. I gotta pray right now. It just would come out of nowhere. When the thought would hit me, I'm like, damn, now I gotta pray. I gotta sit there and pray. But I think when you start to build a relationship with Jesus, when you start to build a relationship with God, it becomes a different thing because you understand the importance of prayer. And that's what I really want to give to you guys right now. If you're in that moment where you're feeling like prayer is kind of like a tedious task, maybe it's just a habit right now, I wanted to stress getting closer to Christ is going to help you grow in your prayer, because now I've gone from feeling like that. Now I'm ready to go for that 3 prayers a day. And I've been doing it morning and night, but I feel like I can do that 3 prayers a day. And also another way that he talked about prayer is, so you have that's scheduled prayer, but there's also spontaneous prayer. What spontaneous prayer is basically, how you're going throughout your day and sometimes there will be a crisis going on out there and you just take a time to pray. Or maybe you have something that you're about to start. Maybe it's something new you're going into. Maybe it's something you're nervous about. And you just sit there and you're like, I'm going to pray real quick about it. That's spontaneous prayer. And he made it, the example he gave is that, how they say that kids are always on their phone? They never put down their phone. They're always playing on their phone and stuff. It's not that the kids are on their phone all throughout the day. It's not like they're every second of the day on their phone. Same way with prayer. You're not expected to be praying all hours of the day. That's impossible. But also the same gist of it, where it's you're always it's a habit where you're just going to it. And I felt like I've started to get to that, where it's I'll think about something I'm grateful for, and all of a sudden I'll sit down and pray. All right, I'll just take my hands and I'll pray. And I'll just start praying in my heart and my mind. So that's something that I think really can help us get to the point of realizing the importance of prayer. And once we understand that, all of a sudden I feel like these prayers have been being answered. It's truly this time where I feel once you build a relationship with Christ, all of a sudden you start to go to this prayer, and it's a different thing, man. It's a completely different thing because you genuinely feel like these prayers are doing something. These prayers are powerful. These prayers are filled with faith. And I really hope that for y'all guys, because it gives you a lot of peace and presence when you know that you can go to prayer and you can pray over things that you might be worrying about. You can pray over God to help you maintain your peace and joy today. You can pray over God to help you figure out the solution to the problem you've been dealing with for however long. And I think if we can all understand that prayer is super important, and all understand that the more that we go to prayer and set time for prayer, the more that God is going to love to hear from us, then we start prioritizing it, just like King David, man. Even Jesus prayed, and he was more busy than every single one of us. So I hope we can all pray today. I hope we can all do great today. I love you guys. Let me know how this fits into your life right now. Let me know how much you're praying, how much you normally go to your prayer right now, and how does it feel when you are praying. I would love to hear from you guys. As always, I love having a little conversation with you guys. Talk to y'all in the comments. Peace.